Could Donald Trump be shot soon? Is it connected to the Kansas City Chiefs celebration and the shooting? Is it a coded message that Donald Trump will be shot? Because the Lupercalia, which is Valentine's Day in ancient Rome, is the opening festival of William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. And Trump is playing the role of Julius Caesar. And all these events seem to be connected to the Rosicrucians, Freemasonry and Theosophy, which I will discuss. And Trump is Julius Caesar. He's also connected to Lincoln. This is some kind of pre-programming for a civil war, which I believe is staged. And could Trump survive the assassination attempt and then later be assassinated? Or will he be assassinated? Or is it all a stage act? Because he's just been ordered to pay money for his fraud trial, and in the film Trackdown, the character Trump is shot after being convicted of fraud. It seems to relate to IPG2. And what people have missed is that on the blackboard we have 3 hearts. So it seems to connect to Valentine's Day. I showed you how the month of February in the calendar looks like the Super Bowl trophy. So there. It looks like some kind of event. It's like a shark's fin, which is also present throughout the film, IPG2. This seems to be Trump here, but that seems to be March. That seems to be April. Now, Julius Caesar was killed in the Ides of March, March 15th. And Trump is based on Julius Caesar. The first man to get it in the UK was called William Shakespeare. Trump is the father of Operation Warp Speed. The Tsar in the UK, which managed the Shakespeare, now remember, Tsar, he was called the Shakespeare Tsar, was from Stratford upon Avon. That's Shakespeare country. And the word Tsar means Caesar. So the guy in charge of the William Shakespeare was called the Tsar. Tsar means Caesar, and you shake it before you spear it. It is all about getting rid of the lower self to create the higher self. The Rosicrucians and the Theosophists and the Masons who are behind this believe that this evil will then create a new age. And I believe part of that new age agenda is transhumanism. Because they believe that within man's pineal gland, man is being guided by a higher entity. And so the Lupercalia was important to Julius Caesar because Julius Caesar's wife could not reproduce. And this was a fertility festival. And it is at the beginning of Julius Caesar by Shakespeare. And it's also known as a celebration of Pan. And we know that Pan was the son of Mercury, Hermes Trismegistus, the messenger of the gods. This is the main worship of the Freemasons. Lupercalia comes from the word wolf. It's to do with the creation of Rome with Romulus and Remus, who suckled on a wolf. And all these events are connected to the fall of the Republic and the establishment of a dictatorship. Or will it be some kind of end of America as we know it and then some kind of rebirth? The phoenix symbolism. We go to the Kansas City Chiefs and their mascot is a wolf. Now, other people did some good decoding on this, so I've got to give them credit. But they get lost in numbers. And this is connected to Donald Trump. And the victim was called Lopez, which also means wolf, okay? But it connects to the St. Valentine Day's massacre, where you had gangsters in Chicago. And the massacre happened in Lincoln Park. Again, it's a reference to Lincoln. Lincoln is associated with Trump. Lincoln appears in the film Trackdown. The sheriff asks Lincoln for advice. This seems all connected to also some kind of impact of a rock. It's either connected to La Palma or a meteor or maybe both. But there's some kind of event that's going to create a mega tsunami. And they have the technology to do this. They've already created 2. So it's connected to this Valentine's Day episode. It's a warning that Trump will be shot soon. That's what I think. Because it happened on Valentine's Day, Lupercalia. Lupercalia is the opening festival of William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. There we go. Lopez means wolf. Now let's expose this shill. Robert Sepher. who's an anthropologist, and essentially he's selling you theosophy. And this is what they want in this new age, and they're creating all these events. And of course, he's pushing the idea that there's this evil side, but there is this good side. Now, these people actually believe good and evil are part of the same thing, okay? And you need it to create synthesis, and that's what's going on. They want to create the synthesis of this new age, and they want to become transhumans. So it may mean that the general population doesn't have to, become transhuman. But what I think their idea is to allow themselves to become transhumans, to create a society where it's possible for them. And this man is a liar, because he claimed that he was 100% non-beep, okay? And we find out in the Chronicle, in the Beep Chronicle, that his father was a beep, and he made a film, or an award-winning film, on the event that Spielberg made a film about, okay? So Spielberg made a film about this, yeah? Well, Sepher's father made a film about that and won an award. So Robert Sepher is beep, and he's a theosophist. And it's all connected to Kabbalah, okay? Theosophy, Freemasonry, what's going on. And so it might be that they end the rule of the Red Shields and the current regime because they want to create this new age. But they are in control of the events, okay? They're controlling all sides, okay? So Robert Sepher is a beep, even though on his own program he said he was not, okay? And he's considered a right-wing anthropologist, okay? Now, we can see here the Shills on YouTube promoting his book, 1666, okay? And you can see that the price is 1666. I think he said his birthday's on 666. I don't know. So, 1 second. So here are the Shills exposing themselves.
By way of saying that started. This is from Robert Sepher's book here. His writing in 1666, going up into the 1700s, all the way to modern days of the Illuminati, Rothschilds, etc., has been to perpetrate such global sin on such a vast level that this would actually bring about redemption. After reading a lot of this book of Robert Sepher, I actually have a better idea.
Another Shill. Archaix, this man is a Shill. These people are selling you theosophy. They are selling you the agenda, which is to come after these events. These are the people these are the people behind these events. There we go. Another Shill, David Icke. So there you go. The Shills lining up to support him. A confirmed liar, Robert Sepher, a theosophist, and what they're doing is they're trying to tell you that there are these evil bad guys, and this is what channels like Shield channels, who have bagel logos, Donut Factory, is that they're exposing the bad side, okay, because they have to get people into this idea that there is this evil satanic thing, which there is. But what they don't know is that the people that are going to give you the good are behind the other side, because that's part of their belief system in which bad and good create synthesis. And that's what it's about, and that's why there's so many Shills. And if you think about the bagel and the Simpsons and Homer loves donuts, that must be also a secret reference, a kind of inside joke that it's a bagel. All right, thank you.